This is a song I wrote on a prompt from Laura Tams, MC of the open mic at the Honeymoon in downtown Bellingham about a year ago, when it looked like we would be having a hard time gathering. It's called Flightless Birds, and that was the name of the prompt. That's the prompt she gave me, was Flightless Birds. And in writing it, it's a song about a fir tree out in my yard that has been growing for the full 25 years I've lived here. And it made me think of native folks I've heard talking about how in the ancient forests that once populated this area were also populated with the dead of their peoples over thousands of years, having that basically, they considered those trees their ancestors because their dead had melted into that forest and become part of the vegetation, become part of these great trees. And I don't know much of the story about it, but I was inspired by that thought that people tended these forests for thousands of years, and the Europeans came and saw them simply as cash and cut them down to the point where we have hardly any of it left, and are now discovering what an incredible symbiosis there was and could be again from these ancient trees. How they clean the water, provide cooling in the heat of the summer, provide shelter from the storm. Lots of things big trees do. There's a flicker family in the fir tree, dark-eyed juncos at the pond. We dug when you were full with julienne, and summer had begun to fall. We live in 100-year-old house, built from 1,000-year-old tree. And 50 years ago out front, someone planted a dug fir, they dug for free. And this fir tree is full of jays and crows, flickers, possums too, planted years ago. While the ancient moon was new, while the elder giants in their forest still grew. Every year the fir tree grows taller and wider round, with the pond so many birds, nighttime animals, have made of it their home, or just a place to overnight as they travel ever around, looking for some food or safe place to hide in this town. And this fir tree is full of jays and crows, flickers, possums too, planted years ago. While the ancient moon was new, while the elder giants in their forests still grew. This fir tree is full of jays and crows, flickers, possums too, planted planted years ago. While the ancient moon was new, while the elder giants in their forests still grew. Across the street, the city grows. Concrete, cars, lights, and bars. The trees and birds are coming down, and asphalt skins the earth. And the people just keep coming on like it's 1848. Thicker in here every year as the locals get displaced. Now Julianne's grown, and we're nested down like flightless birds, as the lights from the bars drown out the stars. And this fir tree, it's full of jays and crows, flickers, possums too, planted years ago. While the ancient moon was new, while the elder giants in their forest still grew.